Hey guys, my name is Adam. This summer I went to Greece and I was astonished by the Greek handwriting and the Greek script. And I wanted to show you some of the things that I learned during my stay and after, because I did some research to find the answers. I'm also gonna share with you some intel I got from our insider in Greece, Elena. Hi Elena, who taught me this and that about Greek handwriting, and I hope I'm not gonna screw this up. So if I do, just let me know. I will add an annotation to correct this. So here we go. Alpha, a no-brainer, but please don't write alpha like that, just like my teachers did in junior high school. I hate that. Don't do this. If you want to add the curls, just do, but don't exaggerate. This is enough. But Greeks sometimes use this form, just like the letter A. Beta, or a calligraphic form, which can also be written like that. So this looks kind of like the letter B. Gamma, another version. It can cross higher. You might want to add some curls. Sorry, not this way. Or even that way. If you want, you can make it curl this way and add an extra little close loop. Delta, which has two forms. It can be spiky here, or curly. This should be more horizontal. Or it can even look like that if you want. Epsilon. And the special version, lunate epsilon. Lunate? This is found in monasteries and religious stuff, but not only. Zeta. Or it can have a curl. This is found mostly in calligraphy and serif fonts. This is found in sans serif fonts usually. And the handwritten version that Elena taught me. Or it can have a closed loop, but it can also sit on the baseline, but I find this a little creepy. Or it can also start at the X height, and this is pretty nice. Eta. And surprise, you don't have to write this tail. You're just as good with writing just the letter N. This is also eta, if you don't need differentiation from Latin. Theta, or a more handwritten version. But nobody said this has to be curling outside, it can also be tucked inside. Or these two might even not touch each other. And here's the funny thing, delta, it doesn't make today the D sound, it makes the V sound, like TH in English. So this is delta and this is theta, so they are basically voiced and unvoiced counterparts of each other, and they look pretty much the same. They are just curled in opposite directions, so that's kind of fun. Iota, it can be curling. Kappa, or a calligraphic version, or another one, or another one. And note how these two correspond to handwritten versions of K, right? But this one is considered messy in Latin script, while in Greek script it's considered calligraphic. Nice, huh? And I found this one on a box of fruit at the market, and I was like looking at it for 5 minutes and wondering what the heck is that letter. And I was enlightened because the same word was written on another side of the box with a different font, and it was kappa. Good to know. Lambda, or it can curl, or it can be written like that, and it is in some modern fonts. Or it can be lowered, or it can have the leg extended below the baseline. Mu, which is, by the way, a weird name, because in Greek it's called mi. In Polish it's also called mi, so Okay, never mind. And you can also start with writing the U and then adding the tail. It's not a big problem if it crosses. New, sorry. And if you need differentiation, you can curl it or add a loop. And surprise, on the same box of fruit, I found a ni like that. I was stuck with two R's that were actually not R's. Xi or Xi. Again, it's a weird name because in Greek and Polish it's Xi. Another version and a handwritten version. Actually two. Actually three. Omicron. Just one version. But in cursive handwriting, it can be connected to the following letter like that. And beware, this is not sigma, this is omicron. Pi, another version, can be written like that in a handwriting, or a more calligraphic one, or another calligraphic one. This one is used by astronomers for peri something, and another version looks like that, so it's kind of with one pencil stroke or pen stroke. Row, or it can be more curvy, bouncy, or it can look like that. So it has the same tail as in Xi and Zeta and Sigma, but you'll see for yourself later. Oh, now Sigma. So this is the difference, Omicron and Sigma. But Sigma can also be handwritten like that. It's okay, matter of taste. Or like that, and this is how Elena wrote it. Or in some calligraphy I even found a version like this. Oh, I'm running out of space because I have only sketched 4 lines and there's not enough room for the other letters. What are we gonna do? I have to squeeze them. Telo Sigma at the end of the word. And another version, because in some new fonts the final sigma looks just like this. And in handwriting it is sometimes not clear if it extends below the baseline or not, so you don't need to worry. Lunet sigma, found in monasteries and stuff. A tough letter, tau. In modern Greek it's tough. And a more calligraphic one, another, and another. I favor this one. Simple is good. Epsilon, or upsilon, if you will. Phi. So I think this is the most common, or like that. Nobody said it has to curl inside. I personally think that this one is more legit than this, because Kai, or he, in normal languages. And if you don't need differentiation for nothing, again you can use just the X design. And it is actually used in modern Greek fonts as well, and handwriting. See? Or you can make it curl inside, but this is kind of strange. And you don't need to extend it above the ADX height, you can just leave it like that, and many fonts do that. Or in handwriting, you can just write it like that. So this is kind of creepy, but or like that. And omega one. And if you don't need this differentiation from W, you can just write it like that. Or you might want to add a curl, a closed loop. Okay, so that's it. Sorry I didn't make it in 4 lines. So here's some preview. You can pause it and... So that was basically it. I'm gonna cover the uppercase in another video, and I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. See the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye.